Hey guys, well, I'm back with another educational beauty video, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing hacks to help improve your makeup. These are a collection of hacks and tricks that I feel are going to really take your makeup to the next level and improve your overall look. So I'm really excited to share this. This is going to make your makeup application and your whole routine easier as a whole. It's not just something you do on a day and it works out for that day. It's actually a full routine to help you streamline everything when it comes to your makeup. So you're going to love this video. If you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. And also I'm on Instagram, so make sure you come and say hi there too. Now let's head straight into this video. Let's start with the first one, which is streamlining your skincare routine. Streamlining your skincare routine means simplifying the steps and the products that you're currently using while still maintaining an efficient and beneficial skincare routine. And the first thing that you need to do is to identify your skincare needs. What is it that your skin needs? What is it that you want out of your products? Like, are there any specific treatments that you need? For example, you're trying to eradicate fine lines. You really want to make sure you have your sunscreen in place. Like, what is ultimately very important to you and what is important for you to get out of your skincare. Now that you've identified what your skincare needs are, I want you to actually go through your skincare. And this is the best way to streamline your skincare, because what we're going to be doing is looking at every product you currently have within your skincare routine and making a note of what each of those products does. And it doesn't mean necessarily like what it says on the bottle. It's really about what it does for you. So you have a moisturizer, you have an exfoliator. This is just an example. You have a SPF. Write down what each one does. Now, once you've done that, I want you to look at the notes that you've made on each product that you have within your skincare and think about how you can maybe find products which are a bit more multifunctional, which kind of tick two boxes and it's one product. For example, if you have a separate SPF, like, is there a chance that you could find a moisturizer which has SPF in there so that you've now knocked out one product, one layer, and you've kind of streamlined it a bit more? So it's really about understanding what products can I find today which can kind of like do as many things as possible so that I can really streamline my whole skincare routine. Once you've managed to do this, you now have a streamlined skincare routine for your morning. Do the same thing for your evening, because evening is always a little bit different to morning. And then you also have your weekly skincare routine. And that includes things like an exfoliator or a treatment that you're maybe doing, a mask that you're doing, because those are not necessarily always included into your morning routine or evening routine on a daily basis. So that is how you streamline your skincare routine. I feel like my skincare routine is pretty streamlined because I know what I'm using. I know the benefits of each product that I'm using. Like, this one is my Rhode glazing milk. This is almost like, I wouldn't say toner, because I feel like it's like more of a kind of liquid that I can really kind of let sink into my skin, and it gives me the extra kind of hydration. Next is my Rhode peptide glazing fluid, and this is just almost like my kind of like treatment. So it helps to kind of like calm my skin, give me extra hydration, and keep my skin looking plump. Next, I have my moisturizer. This is my Barrier Restore Cream from Rhode, and this really helps to kind of strengthen the skin's barrier. And then I move on to my eye cream, which is the Drunk Elephant Sea Tango. So that basically is my skincare on a daily basis. That's morning, by the way. Evening, I have a different skincare routine. That's my general morning routine. Now you're going to wonder, how come I don't have SPF in there? You know, I was talking about streamlining your skincare and I actually said that you could get a moisturizer with SPF in it, yet I don't. So the reason for that is because I have actually streamlined my skincare, because what I've done is I've ensured that there's SPF in the makeup that I'm using. That for me means I get a good amount of SPF, like SPF 35, which is great. It's in my makeup, which is kind of more on the last kind of layer, or a layer later on in my routine, as opposed to right at the beginning. So for me, that is how I have streamlined my skincare routine. The next thing that is going to really help to improve your makeup in general is to do your eyes before you do your base. So that's what we're going to do today. I've got my Hourglass Vanish Concealer. I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer on my lids, just buff that in. That's me prepping my eyes. Now, the reason we're going to be doing the eyes first, and this is why it's going to make your makeup so much better and just improve your whole makeup routine, is because you don't have to worry about any kind of eyeshadow dropping on your base. Your base isn't done yet, so you can really focus on your eye makeup as opposed to kind of like worrying about, oh, have I got anything on my face? Have I touched my face? I'm just going to set that by putting a little bit of powder See, that's my eyes kind of like prepped. So I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Superhero No Tug Shadow Stick in Fearless Umber. And I am basically just going to line my lashes. I do not have to worry about anything kind of like ruining my base underneath. I don't have to worry about the fact that maybe I want to touch my skin while I'm actually, you know, like some people want to rest on their skin. This is my Makeup Forever 216 brush, and I am literally just buffing this pencil into the skin, just side to side, just softening it basically. This is my Victoria Beckham Longwear Crease Proof Eyeshadow Stick in Caramel, and I'm just gonna add some of this just to the center here and just here, and then just do the same thing. It's just gonna add a bit of dimension to it. There you go. Now that that's done, we are going to add some mascara and then carry on with the rest of the base. So the next way to improve your makeup is to make your base multifunctional. So what we're going to be doing is mixing our primer with our foundation. You may have seen me do this before plenty of times in videos, but this is ultimately one of the hacks to improve your makeup. We've got the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer on the back of the hand. I'm going to mix in my foundation, which is my Lancome Ultra Wear, and put a pump of that into that. And we are going to just paint that onto the skin. Got a nice even finish now. Mixing your primer in with your foundation allows your skin to look a lot smoother, but also it avoids your base looking cakey, and it does give you more long wear to your foundation. Does that make sense? More long wear? It just lasts longer. I don't think that makes sense. I'm just gonna add my concealer so that we can just move on to the next step. Next up is using your bronzer to sculpt. Now this completely eliminates the need for an additional product such as a contouring stick. So ultimately it's also helping to streamline your entire kind of makeup routine. I've heard a lot of people say, you know, bronzer is for this, contour is for that. Yes, fair enough, they're made for those specific reasons, but I am very kind of like think outside the box and be a bit more kind of like adventurous with my products. I don't have to do what the brand tells me to do, so I don't have to use it for that exact reason. I like to use a lot of the products for things that I feel that it would actually look good for or would suit. So I always, well, majority of the time I use a bronzer to sculpt my face because I get that sculpting, I get that nice three-dimensional look that I want, that depth, and then I also get that sun-kissed like finish to it. So I'm going to be using a new bronzer. I'm using the Ella Luz Velveteen Queen Powder Bronzer, which is actually a brand by Camila Coelho, and if that's how you say her name, and I'm absolutely in love with her bronzing products. I'm going to use my veil brush from Hourglass, and I'm just going to go into my powder bronzer, and you're going to see how this is really going to help to sculpt the face, because currently it's really kind of flat, really, isn't it? So now we're going to contour it and add, it's just going to be a nice color. I was going to say, and add some nice color. It's just going to be a nice color as opposed to like this. I feel like contouring colors are always very grayish, and yes, they are meant to kind of like give you a shadow, the kind of like replicate the look of a shadow, but you know, that isn't the only type of shade which can help to contour the face, right? It isn't just about creating shadows. It's generally about creating dimension and depth, and I feel like you can still do that with bronzer as long as you're using the right kind of shades. How like immediately that has given me a nice bronze look, but it also has sculpted my face, because if you look at that side, it's very flat, and then you've got this side, we've got some shape, so it has contoured the face. It's honestly really simple, because I feel like a lot of people overcomplicate the whole contouring and bronzing thing. It's like, no, you know, they have to follow the rules. It's got to be kind of like, no, bronzer is meant for this, contour is meant for this. Contouring, you know, replicates shadows. Bronzing gives you a sun-kissed look, like it's where the sun naturally hits. Yes, based on where you apply it, yeah, if you apply your bronzer in the areas that the sun would naturally hit it, then yeah, it works great as that. But if you apply it in other areas where you can contour, it does also help to sculpt the area. Honestly, I just feel like it's really not as complicated as a lot of people make out. There you go. I have even gone below the jawline to kind of like give myself a bit of a sharper kind of jawline. I really love how this has sculpted my face. I'm in love with these bronzing products, by the way. So nice. So yeah, now that my face is nice and sculpted, we can move on to the final step of improving your makeup. Next, it is all about the lips. We're going to be applying the lipstick before we apply the lip liner. This is a little hack that I think actually makes it so much easier when you don't know how much you should be applying. You know, sometimes you want a really nice soft focused lip, and then you apply your lip liner, and then you apply your lipstick, and it's all very kind of like perfect, like as in quite bold. So I'm going to show you how you can get that really nice soft lip, and I'm even going to use something which you wouldn't think that you could do it this way. I'm going to use a lip cream. This is the Sigma lip cream. This is, what on earth is this? I cannot read it. Dusty Rose, and I'm going to apply this on my lips. Don't focus on going outside the lip line. Stay within the lip line. Right, we're going to now blot this. Right, we've got a really nice colour there, but obviously there's no lip liner, so it just looks a bit weird on me anyway. So what we're going to do is get the lip liner, which is the Makeup Forever Artist Pencil in Anywhere Caffeine. And now that we've got that lipstick on, you're going to find it much easier to actually shape your lips and apply the right amount of this, so that it's really strange because you've got your, I said because twice there, that was weird. So because you have your lipstick already on, we're going to know how much pressure we should apply. Usually when you apply your lip liner before, you're aiming to get a nice strong line or soft or whatever, right? But when you've got your lipstick on, it's subconsciously you're applying just the right amount to match that level of lipstick, so it balances out perfectly. And by the way, I've noticed when you do it this way, you actually don't end up applying lip liner in every place that you probably would do if you didn't have lipstick on first. So that was a collection of hacks and tricks that I feel can really help improve your makeup. I really do hope you've enjoyed this video today. I have absolutely loved creating it for you guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care and I'll see you soon.